Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, shellpengraphix. My name is Victor Twilly. So in today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to create this amazing logo using Coreldraw. As you can see, these are different versions of the logo, the monogram version, and you can see the color palette of this logo. Wow, they all harmonize together. So to create this beautiful logo, the first thing you do is to create a circle, and then you copy that circle, hold your control, copy it down, and then right click to copy the circle. You do the same thing twice, having different distances. As you can see, the distances are different, so you use your smart fill tool and fill in those circles, choosing your colors. Remember our color palette. So I've done that, so I'll have to copy these two colors circles, and then I'll delete the previous circles I created, and then I copy and paste. Copy and paste is just Ctrl V. So the next thing I'm going to do is to get the center of these two circles. You know why I'm doing that. So the next step to do is just for me to get my freehand tool. I'll draw a little bit little line straight. It must be straight, of course. So I'll try to centralize this line. That's why I needed my ruler, so I'll be able to know the center. Okay, now that line I drew, I have to increase the width size of that line. I used 1.5 points, and then also made it rounded corners. The meter should be, the corners should be round. And then what you do, double click the line, drag the plus icon to the center of the circle, and then hold down your shift, right click to duplicate, and then hold and press your Ctrl D to duplicate the line across all the circles. Keep on doing it until you get to where you started. Now the next step to do is to make sure that you convert those lines into shape, and then merge it. It's called weld it to the dark blue shape. Then paste back your yellow circle which you copied, and then we'll use our text tool. Make sure it's set to title case, meaning that your S has to be capital letter, and then the rest of the text will be small letter. So in this, we are using the white dream font. You can download it, or I'll show you a link. I'll give you a link to download it. Now make sure that you increase the text width, the width of the text. I set mine to 4 points. That's the outline of those texts. I wanted it to look more thick, right? So it to bring out the beauty. So I broke the text using Ctrl K to separate the text, and highlighted all of them and weld it together. So I'll be using my freehand to draw a swoosh line. You can see it mustn't be perfect, because once you drop it, the AI software will help you minimize some handles on the line you're drawing, so you can use your shape tool and edit it, adjust some curve, make it look perfect. It mustn't be perfect like mine, but at least you can do something close to this. All right, so you adjust it. Look the way I'm holding my handles to adjust it, so it will follow the path of the N. You see, I want the curve to look nice. You can see what I'm doing. I have to adjust my handles just to make it have this swoosh line under it. Okay, all right, so I'll set the thickness of the line to 12 points, just trying to get the same width from my font, the same outline that I use in my font. That's what I'm trying to get. So after doing that, I'll have to adjust the line. It's now converted to shape. It's no longer an outline. All right, So once you're satisfied, if you look at that, I have to cut that big part of the end that is showing. All right, delete that. Let's do it again. I'll adjust my line a little, and then I'll cut it again. All right. So the next thing is to weld. I'll hold my shift and click on the switch line, and my shellpen text is now an object, no longer a text. So I'll weld it. So I'll make it a compound part as a one shape. So if you can see there's a mistake here, so I'll use my shape tool and then delete those curves, those handles. I'll delete it to make sure that they're straight. So I didn't like the way this end part looks so round. I wanted it to look more like, um um it should look more like straight but have a copy part. So that's what I'm trying to edit. You can leave your own the way you like. It depends on what you, if you feel comfortable with what you're doing, you're okay. You're okay. You can skip this step. And skip this step. All right. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more creative contents like this. Next week I'll be teaching you guys, those beginners, how to start using Coreldraw from scratch. But this is a few intro of what I'll be teaching. I'll start step by step, and I'll also show you how to use Illustrator to design, to achieve this same logo design. So back to where we stopped. I use my contour to click on the shape which I weld the sharp pen with my switch tool. With my switch, I I click on my contour tool. I dragged it outward to create this. You see the part. It's just called offset. So after doing that, I didn't want these little holes to show, so I have to copy out my shell pen and then use my shape tool to delete those holes from the offset part I created. So as you can see, we are almost done with the logo. The next thing is just to use my star tool and then draw some stars beneath it. Like make it like 5 star. God, it's a 5 star logo, not a 5 star hotel. It's a 5 star logo. All right. You try to position them equivalently. There are so many ways to achieve this. Okay, this is one way of designing this. All right, there's so many ways. There's so many ways to do this. So what I did is just to flip it because I needed the same distance with of my stars to be the same. So I had to concentrate that plus icon to the center of the biggest star. So I just flipped it. So I add my color to the star and then I will weld it to my dark blue circle. All right, you know why I'm doing all that, because I want all the colors to be independent so I can adjust the color once and for all. That's to say, if I want to adjust my dark blue color, all I have to do is just to click on my dark blue color and then give it a color instead of me selecting all the colors that are dark blue. Okay, so that's why I'm working on this. I have to be welding it. Whenever you weld an object in Coreldraw, it is now non-destructible. You can't edit it anymore. All right. So you can see those parts I just did it, creating a circle. It's called an ellipse tool. Just adjust it to look like this. So I weld my swoosh. I have to bring it to the front. So I weld my swoosh with the circle. So to bring this to front is just Control Shift Page up. All right, come up. So I have to delete this part of, sorry for that. Welcome back. So after drawing my ellipse, placing them at the position where I want them to be placed, I added colors to it. Remember, we are still sticking to our color palette, the yellow, the sky blue, and the dark blue. All right. So you weld all those colors, the similar colors, together with the circle. All right. Now we don't want this part. That's why I just had to use a circle to delete that part of yellow that is showing behind. All right. So what you do is just to, after drawing your circle, you click on the circle and then your larger circle, and then you minus front to delete that part showing. So I use my smart filter to, click on those areas that are white to give them colors. We are through with our logo. So I have to zoom in because smart filter works with areas, the region of the enclosed. So we have to zoom in and look at it. We had some regions that were not filled in using our smart field tool, so we had to, fill those regions still using the same tool, and then welding it with the other color. It will take the same shape. That's just all for this. Zoom in, you see those details very well, and then you click and weld. All right. Wow, this is our beautiful logo. Please share this video to your friends. You can make a whole lot of money as a designer. You don't have to wait for anybody to come and teach you at home. You can start designing by watching my YouTube tutorial. All right, we'll always give you the best tutorials so far. Okay, this is the final logo. These are the presentation. As you can see, this is the logo on a sky blue background, and these are the color palettes. These are the monochrome version. A good logo must look good on a black and white background. All right, that's the end of this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel. God bless you.